No, I'm just kidding. Longsword is not that easy. I actually just died doing this. Why is Valor Longsword so good? Because it does a lot of damage. And why do we keep seeing the same mix set, at least in speedruns? We keep seeing the same set and the same crab longsword, and why? Because it does a lot of damage. But I'm going to talk about specifically why Valor Longsword and this set together have created one of the, if not the most powerful iteration of Longsword ever right now. It's time for a Monster Hunter Quickie. Alright, so as a quick recap, Monster Hunter Double Cross and Gen Ultimate added a new style called Brave/Valor, and in this style you have a gauge. When the gauge isn't full, the weapon is basically a nerfed version of itself. You're missing some combos or some moves completely, but then when you are in Valor mode, you not only get all those moves back, you get some entirely new things as well. Valor Longsword without a full gauge is bad, it's doo-doo trash. But with a full gauge, it's hyphy, man. You feel just like these guys when they posted these pictures. So there are 3 key reasons why V Longsword is so damn good. The first of which is its own unique blue spirit aura. Now Longsword usually has its own white, yellow, and red auras. Valor will only get one. And while the blue aura might be slightly weaker than the red aura, you don't have to spend any extra time getting to that aura. As soon as you enter Valor mode, you're in the blue aura, which means that Valor Longsword has a lot less ramp up time for you to reach your highest damage. Not to mention you won't have to worry about a time limit as the aura is tied directly to the Valor mode. The second main reason is its spirit combo. Aside from looking anime as fuck, it's really efficient. It does good damage, and since it's shorter than the standard spirit combo, there's a bit less of a commitment there. It has the option to do a forward dash on the Spirit 3 attack, which is good if you need to close some distance, and it doesn't put your weapon away at the end. Now this isn't too crazy, since the regular spirit combo putting your weapon away wasn't a detriment or anything. In fact, sometimes it would be pretty good since you're putting your weapon away and then you can reposition to start fighting again. It also looks pretty anime as well. But with the way Valor Longsword will be playing, there's really going to be no reason to be putting your weapon away, so the fact that you don't do that after your spirit combo is really good. Another thing about the spirit combo is that we've actually seen this spirit finisher before. It's the same finisher that Adept Longsword has, but there's a main difference that makes Valor's a lot better. While Adept's finisher may do more damage, it's a lot slower, and it has a lot more end lag, which is probably the worst part about it. Valor's finisher is executed quicker, and you can roll or even Valor dodge almost immediately after doing the finisher as well, making it even safer to commit to the spirit combo. It's also a really nice addition that Valor can fade slash after the finisher too. And the last reason, although it's part of the spirit combo, I thought it definitely deserved its own segment, and that is the guard point. What can't this guard point do? It can block attacks for you, it can do damage, it can cut parts, it can start your combos, it can do your taxes, it can cure my depression. Alright, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. It is way too good, and it has no right to be this good. Let's check out what's actually going on here. The first attack of the spirit combo, if timed correctly, is a guard point, which does damage, and a good amount of damage too, considering that most monsters in the game attack you with their weak spot, so when mastered, monsters will practically kill themselves against you. Not to mention that it's pretty much one of the strongest counters in the game. It doesn't consume any of the Valor gauge, it doesn't require or consume any stamina, there's no recoil or end lag to blocking attacks either. You are completely unfazed after a guard point. If you have Spirit Gauge and the move is blockable, then Longsword can guard point it. You can draw into the guard point, and after a successful guard point, you have the option to go into your third attack of your Spirit combo and right into the Spirit finisher. So you can block just about any attack while doing damage, and then you can go right into your strongest combo right after. It's very reminiscent of 4U Charge Blade pretty much, so it's no surprise that V Longsword can kill things very fast. Not to mention that it can get into Valor mode pretty easily, and it has a lot of short animations where you can roll out of most of them or even Valor dodge too. Now, that being said, before you start calling it OP or anything like that, the timing for the guard point is very tight. I don't know the frames exactly, but it definitely feels shorter than the average guard point or counter in the game. Part of what makes V Longsword so strong is effective use of the guard point and knowing when you can and can't go in to do the spirit finisher as well. so there is a lot of practicing and hard work that goes into mastering this weapon style combo. And that's why Valor Longsword is so strong. But now, let's talk about the mix set and the weapon. Now the set that I was talking about is right here. It's nothing too crazy, it's only got 4 skills, but it's the perfect setup for some juicy damage. The longsword naturally has 5% crit chance, so once Challenger is activated, you're going to be looking at 100% crit as long as you're hitting weak spots. And you'll be looking at a nice CFR of 646.80. But that's not all. Let's take a look at the longsword again. The Rust Razor Splitter has the 5% crit, which allows us to reach the 100% affinity, but it also has a big chunk of white sharpness, which means we don't need handicraft or razor sharp or anything like that, which makes this set possible too. But also, Valor can only take 1 Hunter Art, and since we have all this white sharpness, we don't need to take Readiness, which means we can take Critical Juncture. This counter Hunter Art is the perfect cherry on top for V Longsword, and if you're able to get 2 to 4 of these a hunt, it's a huge increase in damage. And the Longsword, being a deviant weapon, will allow you to charge up the Hunter Art even faster. And all of these things culminate into making Valor Longsword incredibly strong. Anyways guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already tried Valor Longsword or this set, go try it out right now. Until next time, happy hunting. いつも支えてくれる人たちに日頃の思いを込めたラプソディアプリシエーションな気持ちを届けいつもあり